Okay, we need to discuss a pet peeve that I have with A Quiet Place 1 and 2. The wonderful, creative, handsome XTALGIC, he pointed this out to me after the first movie, and now it drives me nuts. In a world where talking or making any noise will get you killed, this is no longer necessary. Everybody already knows, be quiet. It's no longer a necessary gesture, all right? If there's any more movies in this universe after this one, we need to get rid of this, all right? Don't need to do this. They get it. Talking equals dead. As the movie's playing out, and I keep seeing that gesture, and I keep getting more and more annoyed, my man Digimon Hansu shows up. My dude comes to the rescue. There's an opportunity in this movie for him to do this, and he doesn't do it. All he had to do was give a serious as hell stare. And as he's staring at this person, instead of doing this, he's just staring at them because everyone already knows, shut the fuck up. I'm sitting there like, my hero. My fucking hero. Okay, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you've already seen the first one. So, spoilers for number 1. QP2 takes place immediately after the first. The main difference is that this movie is survival mode. Actually, if you just called it Quiet Place Survival Mode, I think that'd be better. This family no longer has that security of their home. You just got the fam moving along, trying to do what they can to survive, and they're meeting people and facing challenges along the way. The cast is mostly the same as the last movie, except for subtract one John Krasinski. Noah Jupe, he's still that scared character from before. This character's just not made for a world like this. He's just too scared. And without his family, he'd be dead. And that actually leads to a nice little character arc for him. Even though his character's pretty annoying, the actor himself, Noah Jupe, is fantastic. There's one specific thing that happens to him in this movie that made me go, oh no! He's such a good actor. He's so good. Millicent Simmons is great in this, as she was before, and her character has the most growth between the two movies. She kind of takes over that John Krasinski role as the clever, smart one that's looking to do more for humanity as a whole. She's not looking out for just her family. She's looking out for people, and that's her way to honor her dad. And I like that. Also, remember she's deaf. The no sound factor plays out really well for the suspense in this story. Emily Blunt has had a rough couple of days, folks. In the same night, which takes place a day before this movie, mind you, her husband died. She had a baby, and now she has to lead her children into the unknown to survive. Her character is pure strength. And it was great to see her take over this family and make some incredibly hard decisions. Emily Blunt. Great job, badass character. Cillian Murphy is the new addition to the story. The family happens upon him as they're looking for somewhere to stay alive. I don't know how this is the same dude that's in Peaky Blinders. His range of acting is insane. This dude has been through some rough shit, and he's kind of being forced here to find purpose and rediscover who he is, and it was a pleasure to watch. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I think that I prefer this movie to the first Quiet Place. In the first one, there's a lot of things that can be questioned. Why are they doing it that way? Why do they live this way? Why do they have a baby? If they did this instead of that, it'd be so much smarter. In the sequel, there's no room for that shit. The first movie took care of all those formalities. You already know these characters. Now they're in survival mode. The goal is to survive. And that leads to a thrilling, suspenseful movie. The first movie was a suspenseful horror movie, kind of. This one is a suspenseful thriller. It's a thrill ride. And yeah, there's some scenes that really had my heart going. Since the first one, there's been this theory out there that the creatures themselves are demons, not aliens, and I've really enjoyed that debate. We do get an answer to that. Debate's over. The creatures themselves are still scary. Even though there's a way to kill them now, there's still a severe threat. Yeah, I have a couple issues with this movie. It's nothing major though. The kids are noticeably older. And yeah, I get it, kids grow up fast. I just wanted to say, I noticed how much older that these children got in one day. Something they don't do in this movie is just take a second, as a family, to grieve John Krasinski's death. They lost a major person in their life, and I just wanted to see them all acknowledge it as a family. Not a huge deal though, it's fine, just add like a 30-second scene, how about that? They still all grieved individually in their own way. The acting, top caliber, not a bad performance in sight. I thought the story worked out great, simple and effective. I liked how they balanced out the chill scenes and the suspenseful scenes throughout the movie. As well as the first one, John Krasinski wrote and directed this one, and you can tell where he's improved as a director. He did a good job. This all around is a very good movie, and pretty much a perfect sequel. They take what you know from the first, they expand the world, and they raise the stakes. And I had a great time watching this one. If you like the first Quiet Place, I think you're obviously gonna like it, and even if you don't like the first Quiet Place, I still think this is probably a better movie. Yeah, I think it's better. So definitely go see it, okay? See ya! Subscribe! Hey, here's a PSA for ya. I know we're just going back to the movie theaters, we're getting used to it again, so maybe a few of you just need a bit of a reminder because you forgot. When your phone rings during a movie, first, don't have the ringer on, but when it rings, you just quickly check it really nonchalant, and then if it's an important call, you get the fuck up, go outside and take your call. Do not answer the phone in the fucking movie theater, and absolutely do not put it on fucking speakerphone. You get up and get the fuck out. And that's just a friendly reminder that when you are in the movie theater watching a movie with strangers that are there to watch the movie, you just